So guys, we just got a brand new synopsis for The Flash Season 9. This will be for Season 9 Episode 10, titled A New World Part 1. And yeah, reveals some pretty interesting things such as multiple returning characters, as well as a big time travel episode. So if this sounds interesting, let's hop into it. Yo, what is going on guys, Flashverse here, and welcome back to another video on The Flash Season 9. And yeah, we have a couple of episodes left until we reach the end of the season. We have the next episode, which will be airing on the 26th of April, featuring Oliver Queen's return as well as Kid Flash. So yeah, that does seem to be like a big episode. It's going to delve into like the new multiverse and all of that. Now, whether that episode is going to be an interlude episode or will it be the start of the next graphic novel, aka the Cobalt Blue graphic novel, we don't know about that for 100%. It could just be an interlude episode but with like a bunch of returning characters with the Flash in it as well. Or it could also be the beginning of the Cobalt Blue storyline. So it could do something where, yes, we have Bloodwork as the villain for the start, and then we have like this cliffhanger which establishes this Cobalt Blue storyline. I don't know, we could get something like that. Otherwise, then the episode that we're going to be talking about in today's video, Season 9 Episode 10, titled A New World Part 1, that is going to be the start of the Cobalt Blue arc. So yeah, we do have like the titles, I believe, released. I don't know if this was 100% confirmed or not, but the alleged titles, I will say, because I'm not really sure for 100%. But the alleged titles for the next upcoming episodes of The Flash, as we know, Season 9 Episode 10 is A New World Part 1, and then Episode 11 will be A New World Part 2. I'm guessing 12 and 13 will just be Part 3 and Part 4 then. I could be wrong about that. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, the episode title is interesting. It does hint to like some new world pretty much. In regards to what it's talking about over here, I'm not entirely sure, but that episode title is definitely very, very intriguing and does hint to some pretty interesting stuff that could potentially be taking place. But yeah, for this video, as I said, we do have the synopsis released for The Flash Season 9 Episode 10, which seems to be the beginning of the Cobalt Blue arc. And yeah, it does tease some time travel taking place as well as some returning characters, so let's just talk about this. So the synopsis goes as followed. Live in the moment. As Iris receives word of a career milestone, Barry is suddenly nowhere to be found. In trying to get back home, Barry runs across many familiar faces. Keone continues to figure out her powers, and Chester works on a new suit for Allegra. So the majority of the synopsis is quite interesting, I'm gonna say, but then like the last part, once again, it doesn't really intrigue me all that much, but obviously we're gonna break it down. We'll talk about everything bit by bit. So firstly, starting off, as Iris receives word of a career milestone, this has something to do with her Pulitzer. We know Iris does have this big article that she has released in one of the interlude episodes. It was the episode with Dreamer, so I believe that was episode 7 if I'm not wrong. And that was when Iris fully published the article. And through Barry's map book, which is able to tell the future, we know that Iris does win a Pulitzer for that very article. And as the synopsis says over here, as Iris receives word of a career milestone, it is definitely talking about her Pulitzer over here. So she gets to mention that she's obviously going to win a Pulitzer, and that this article, it's a big game changer for Iris. But more of the interesting side of things, Barry is suddenly nowhere to be found. In trying to get back home, Barry runs across many familiar faces. So through set photos, we do actually know what happened to Barry over here. He gets sent to the year of 2000. So it's going to be around the time where obviously Barry is still a kid. His mother and father are both present. And through set photos, we know that whatever's going on over here in this timeline, or in this past time, which Barry will be in, this is going to be just moments, if not hours, before Nora Allen's murder. So it's going to be very, very emotional for Barry, especially with him, like, you know, knowing this memory, and like him seeing his parents as well. Like, it's going to be emotional for him because he knows this is going to be the day where his mother dies, because he's already lived through it. So that's going to be very, very emotional, to say the least. In regards to how Barry ends up in the past, I don't know about that. I want to say it could be something related to the crystal or something along those lines at least, because we do know through set photos that the crystal was around. So it could be because of the crystal, or it could be another reason, but I guess we will have to just wait and see in regards to what the actual reasoning behind it is, because we don't really know for 100%. And saying that we obviously got set photos of this very episode, we pretty much know who the familiar faces are. So the synopsis does say, in trying to get back home, Barry runs across many familiar faces. Now, through set photos, the ones we know that are returning are going to be Nora and Henry Allen, as we already saw them interacting with Barry. But other characters that we do know for sure that are going to be there is going to be a young Joe. So like Joe around the time where he's a police officer, not a police captain, not a detective. He's just a police officer. And Captain Singh, where I'm guessing he's going to be Detective Singh. He won't be Captain Singh at that point in time, I'm pretty sure. So it's going to be somewhere around there, but I'm guessing those are going to be the multiple familiar faces that the synopsis is talking about and that Barry is going to be interacting with. In regards to why he's not able to get back home, I don't know about that. Like, did he lose a connection to his speed force or something like that? Like, why is it that he's not able to go home? That is very, very intriguing, and I am really looking forward to see the solution over here, because really I don't know. I'm going to say it's the crystal, but once again we don't know. But yeah, the synopsis continues. Keon continues to figure out her powers, and Chester works on the suit for Allegra. So once again, they're further developing Keon's abilities, and it's just going to get more and more like known in regards to what her powers are and what it is exactly, and obviously she's gonna grow more powerful with that. In regards to Allegra getting a suit, really I couldn't care less about it. But other things we know that are going to be happening in this graphic novel that could potentially be for episode 10 are two things. There were set photos with Eddie Thawne like digging a grave. That could either be for episode 10 or 11, we don't know, but potentially this could be the ending of episode 10 where we do actually see Eddie Thawne alive, and like he ends up like digging up a grave called Eddie Thawne, and that pretty much confirms that Eddie Thawne is around, and we do see him with the crystal. So it could be that is going to be the ending for episode 10, and obviously that does set up Cobalt Blue going into 11, 12, and 13 of the episodes in the season. And another one is we do know Matt Letcher has been on set around this time. We don't know which episode it's going to be for sure. I'm going to assume it's episode 11 or 12, but I'm not sure for 100%. It could have even been for episode 10 for all we know. So we do know Matt Letcher will be the Reverse Flash again. He will be returning as the Reverse Flash in one of the episodes of The Flash season 9, and it's going to be in one of these episodes, so 10, 11, and 12. And they did say that it's going to be like a big Reverse Flash centered episode, so I am really looking forward to see how they tackle this. Now, saying that Barry is stuck in the past over here, could this be like when we see Nora Allen's murder happening? So potentially we could indeed have Matt Letcher back as Reverse Flash over here, but then also we have our Barry facing off against the Reverse Flash, and then we repeat the night of Nora Allen's murder in Barry's perspective. That could be something that we could see, because this scene, which Barry's interacting with his mother and father, this is hours before Henry and Nora Allen die, and we know because they're wearing the exact same clothes that they wore during the night of Nora Allen's murder. So we do know that this scene with Barry and just everyone interacting together, this is going to be when Nora Allen's murder takes place. So it could be that this is where we actually see Nora Allen's murder happening and have everything on Barry's point of view, and then in the next upcoming episodes we actually get the Cobalt Blue arc itself. That could be something that happens as well. So it could be that we might not get a Reverse Flash origin episode or something like that, but I don't know, maybe they could have saved that for episode 11 as well. I'm just reaching out over here. But yeah, this is pretty much it for the synopsis in general. So if you guys have enjoyed the video, please give a like and subscribe. Be sure to let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think about all of this, and be sure to let me know if you guys have any thoughts and theories in regards to all of this as well. I'm interested to see all of your opinions, and yeah, I will see you all in my next video.